Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Moments away, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, guys, Jalen Green grew up in Fresno, California, and in high school tournaments, he said, quote, nobody knew where Fresno was or how hard it is. They think it's some nice little city, but really it's not. It's crazy out there. But my support system kept me from trouble and just locked in. Brian?
Well, he stayed in the gym, Allie. Thank you. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center. Josh Christopher is out there with Jalen Green. And it's Martin in at the 3 slot. And for Philadelphia, up front, it's Tucker at the 4 next to Embiid in the middle. James Harden out there with Maxey. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. And here are the Rockets now. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Here's Christopher. Maxey covering. Second chance shot. And Şengün gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. And Harden, absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Here's Green. Pass to Christopher. Martin with the ball. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Green, soft touch off the glass.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Hey, I got to admit, I like how the Rockets are approaching their rebuild. This summer, drafting Jabari Smith and Tari Eason, two versatile forwards to go with the other young talents. It feels like the picture is starting to come into focus in Houston.
Harden finds Maxey. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Christopher. Harden against Green. Shoots over Embiid. The shot no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Tucker. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Green, the pass to Martin. Back to Green. Pass to Christopher. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Harden against Green. Harden misses.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
It's Christopher on the wing. Inside. Here's Green. Pass to Şengün. Smith with it. Checked by Tucker. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Green. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes. Green's got his third basket on the night right there.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Houston calls timeout.
And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
Once again, your 76ers, ENT, give them a hand.
Pass to Christopher. Now here's Şengün. Embiid covers. Şengün passes to Martin. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Out to Harris. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
Harrell's checked in for Philadelphia. McDaniels comes in for Tobias Harris. Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quitting this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Philadelphia.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
I'll tell you what, a lot can be said about the contract Harden took to stay in Philly. He took less than what he commanded to help the team sign depth and rotation players. A very big gesture from Harden, showing just how much he wants to win in Philly.
Back to Christopher.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Shot clock at 5. On the take. Over Melton. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And down it goes. 2 points. Embiid's got 8.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
McDaniels passes to Melton. Launches it. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I know it's a tall task, but you got to box out Embiid. It's really that simple, because if you don't, he's going to make you pay.
To the paint. Here's Garuba. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Harden. The shot that time not on target, and Houston will come the other way. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on McDaniels.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And Clark, looking at last year's Sixers team, they were last in the NBA in offensive rebounding.
And also last in field goal attempts. And those go hand in hand. If you're not taking a lot of shots, then you're not going to have a chance for a lot of offensive rebounds. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense when you're not getting second shots. I expect them to really emphasize crashing the offensive boards this season.
And so he hits both.
No doubt about it. The Rockets are in a rebuilding mode. I mean, I know it's a phrase we often use, but Houston really has stripped themselves down to the studs.
And he buries his first look.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Tate's shot is off. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Harrell passes to Melton. no good on the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Christopher. Melton covers. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the three. That one's good from Melton. On the assist by Melton.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Philadelphia. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back.
17. Bam, your Sixers.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center. Jalen Green is out there with Washington. And it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward. And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Harold with great momentum off the drive right there. And that allows him to launch into that throwdown.
The Rockets trail. Pass to Martin. And here's Şengün. Smith inside. Niang's there. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Tucker's checked in for Harrell. And it's Harden in for Milton.
P.J. Tucker. James Harden.
The 76ers shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. It's picked off. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Green finds Washington. And he makes it. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, BA. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
That's his first personal foul.
Harris on the wing. Back to Maxey. Over Washington. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Boy, a good passer at his position. Harris knows when to look for his teammates.
Pass to Martin. Here's Şengün. Fires the 3. And James Harden pulls it down. Here's Maxey. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range. And the improvement of Tyrese Maxey's three-point shot from his first season to second year. Just unprecedented. He improved by over 12% with a huge increase in attempts as well.
At the line for 1.
And for a player with the speed and quickness of Maxey, Grant, leveling up that three-point shot changes everything for him.
Oh, so true, BA. It becomes pick your poison with them. And it put him in a conversation last year for most improved player.
Now here's Green. He has 7.
Green, such a hard cover because he's always in attack mode, disruptive to the defense, and makes it hard to guard.
Team foul.
Boy, you look at Jalen Green, all the tools to be a star.
It may take some time. Now, growing up, he was always the most talented, but he is a gym rat and a worker, a grinder. So I bet on him to reach his full potential soon.
The first one falls.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
House, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Hey, it's hard not to gush about Green. I mean, he's one of the more exciting talents to enter this league in quite some time.
Harden can't hit. The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
And Harden with the slam.
Harden throwing it down right in their faces. Don't be so mean, James.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, "I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal." And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys?
Now he's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. And here's Harris outside. No luck on that one. And Houston will come the other way. Here's Green. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Green's gotten 4 this quarter.
That time the defense all up in Green's business, but he can get physical just like they can.
For 3, Maxey knocks down the triple.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Green against Harden. For 3, Smith. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's the break. Harris passes to Maxey. Time called here. The Rockets decide to talk it over. Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Tucker. McDaniels comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Melton in for James Harden. Now here's Green. 11 points in the game. Tate finds Kaminsky. Here's Christopher. Maxey covering. Outside, Green.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The Rockets with another miss. The 76ers have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Pass to House. Rebounded by Green. The Rockets have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Green against Melton. Pass to McDaniels. Basket counts.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
There's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton.
That's his first
foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside, Green. Will it go? And it's hammered home by Green.
Exactly how you run the pick and roll. Green looking very comfortable and confident in these sets.
Here's Embiid. And the layup is good off the glass. Embiid's got 12 points in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Kaminsky. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
And given how big Kaminsky is, it's tough to knock him off balance. I mean, he does a really good job of maintaining his focus.
And that one drops for him.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's Green. He's off on the layup. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Embiid. And he makes it on the layup. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to deal with Embiid as my assignment tonight. I mean, he's taking everybody to school. Stay out of the big fella's way because he's doing work.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. You guys came out aggressive in the first half. What stood out to you?
You know, we're getting to the paint and making plays. They're a great team as far as rotation, so we just got to make the right passes.
It all starts with attacking the basket. Thanks, Doc.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was Joel Embiid who got hot in the first. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control of this game.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
They're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. Can't match up physically, you're toast. That's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. Tyrese Maxey is out there with James Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3. That's Doc Rivers' 5 as we get into the second half. And Harden, former league MVP, 3-time scoring champ. Grant, the only thing he's missing is a title.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, it would only help cement his legacy. For years, he'd carry his team only to run out of gas in the playoffs. But postseason success counts for a lot when it's all said and done.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Green. He's got 13. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And it's hammered home by Green.
Able to score from anywhere on the court. Green can hurt you in myriad ways, and his game is only growing.
And let's take another look at that exceptional drive, thanks to Mobile One.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first.
Hey guys, what I like about the Rockets, they have stockpiled talent. I know they're young, but they focused on getting as many pieces as they can.
Maxey. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So what do you think the most important thing for young teams like the Rockets?
Well, B.A., it comes down to playing time. I mean, Houston has done a great job of playing their kids. But let me tell you guys, nothing substitutes for game time in the NBA. Learning by playing. That's what it's all about.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Washington's checked in. The Rockets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Christopher. Şengün in the post. Embiid covers. Back to Christopher. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Washington. This one for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Shoots. Nails the baby hook. Embiid's got 18 points in the game.
He's just too big, too powerful, too skilled. Not worried about whoever's defending him at all.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And the 76ers making a change here. Milton is checked in.
Dance team.
Martin right side. Harden comes to help. Martin the pass to Şengün. Martin against Harden. 6 to shoot. Pass to Christopher. It doesn't go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Embiid passes to Harris. Washington inside, defended by Harden, and it's Washington missing. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Harden, the pass to Tucker. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Tucker doing a nice job getting it done from there.
Washington passes to Martin. Here's Christopher. The shot off that time. Good D by Harris. Washington against Harden. And Embiid throws it down.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop. This is really amazing. I mean, from March 1st, 2014 to October 26, 2016, Joel Embiid didn't play in a basketball game. 31 long months, rehabbing back and foot injury.
Timeout call, Houston. I'll give Philadelphia credit. They didn't rush Embiid back.
They, in fact, trusted the process, unintended, folks. And Joel has returned the favor. An MVP caliber center who changes a franchise. He is a franchise cornerstone piece. A great example of how being patient and doing what's best for the player ends up being a winning combination for all.
5 to shoot to stop the drought. And Milton pulls it down.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook and get a good shot.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Christopher. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Washington against Milton. They get it again. Tate Embiid with the nice defensive effort. The 76ers have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. The 3, and the 76ers get it back. Milton for 3. It's good, and the sweet setup from Harrell. Milton's got 5.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Pass to Christopher. Washington outside. And here's Tate. Pulls it. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Tate's got his first basket.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harrell. And the layup falls.
And that's how Harrell gets his offense. Being tougher and more physical than the guys trying to stop him.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Washington. Oh, denied by Harrell. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Both teams will make substitutions. There's 18 seconds left in the third. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
16 seconds left in the third. Here's Green. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Here's Harrell. And Harrell throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Sixers ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Houston 5 right now. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his first personal foul.
Frank Kaminsky picks one up here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
That's good from Harrell.
Montrezl Harrell can be so many things for this team. One of the best small ball 5s in the NBA.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And a little more about Montrezl Harrell. What an addition he is to any roster player.
I agree with you, B.A., whether he's starting or coming off the bench. Harrell brings great energy and production. A real injection as a spark plug. Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Melton on the wing. Out to the right wing. And There's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
The 76ers making a switch here. Milton is checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Tate's checked in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Well, the 76ers shooting 76%. You don't see this often. And Shake Milton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Dedmon's checked in for Harrell.
Coming out to the floor for your Sixer, Dwayne Dedmon.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Fires in the triple.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Here's Milton. Lays it up and banks it in.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Outside Tate. Covered by Milton. Here's Kaminsky, plenty of space. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's House. And a two-handed jam.
Coaches loving the ball movement.
Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. Right side Tate. Covered by Milton. From 13. Goes back up. Kaminsky lays it up and in despite excellent defense.
Those arms of Kaminsky go on forever, which helps them snag these second chance opportunities.
Korkmaz on the wing. Pass to Dedmon. And he banks in the layup. Dedmon's got his first points of the night.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Outside Tate. Here's Garuba. It's rebounded by Dedmon.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Milton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Clark, last year's Rockets team, very young, but man, they love to run.
They sure do, B.A. Second in the league in pace, aggressive offensively. Houston led the league in free throw attempts. But you know what? Even those numbers could not overcome being tops in points allowed. Gave up over 118 per game. That won't get it done.
The first free throw is good, and a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Embiid, he's checked in for Dedmon. Tucker comes in for Niang. Tobias Harris checked in for House. And it's Harden in for Korkmaz. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Marjanovic checked in for Garuba. So he gets them both. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Harris against Tate. Pass to Nix. Back to Tate. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Here's Harris. Comes up empty down low. The Rockets have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Here's Tate. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
It goes on Shake Milton.
First team foul. At the line for the Rockets, Jayshawn Tate. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Tate. And the 76ers with some changes. Dedmon's checked in for Joel Embiid. McDaniels comes in for Tobias Harris. And Korkmaz is subbed in for James Harden. He's off on the second. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Back to Daniels. Pass to Dedmon. They get it back. Here's Korkmaz. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Nix. Now Kaminsky. Checked by Tucker. Here's Nix. Got a hand on it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Harrell's checked in for Philadelphia.
Substitution on the court.
.144 left in the game. Pass to McDaniels for 3. Sinks the tray.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Marjanovic, defended by Dedmon. Now Kaminsky. Here's Nix. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J.
Let's look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for the Sixers.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And what a huge performance it was for Joel Embiid.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Here's Nix. And Milton pulls it down.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And that one's good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Nix. Pass to Marjanovic. Clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. Here's Kaminsky. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Getting more comfortable in the paint. As long as Frank Kaminsky has the positioning he wants, he's good to go.
And the basket by Harrell.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Pass to Nix. And it's blocked by Dedmon. Now Harrell. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Guys, thanks so much. PJ, congrats on the win. What do you think was the biggest factor for you guys tonight?
Defense is pretty good this whole game. Everybody stuck to our principles. And more than anything, we just played hard. We played hard as crap tonight.
Keeping it simple. Thanks, PJ.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.